Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I'm going to come and speak to you again today to wish you a wonderful day. For every day is a great opportunity to advance, to progress, and to talk about a concept that is nothing new. Everybody's been talking about that for a long, long time, is that love is the supreme force in the universe. Love is the key. Love is really the only force that's going to free us from limitation. And so it is very important to continue to cultivate love. Love is unconditional love is the only force that connects us on a vital level to our Creator, to the universe of the Creator. And so the matter is to get out of our head and to move into our heart, to seek out the love, to seek out the secrets of the heart, to seek the mystery to unfold, to realize our divinity. It is very essential to explore that love within. Once we connect to that, we can never get bored. There is always more to discover. And for we asking for change sometimes, we're full of dichotomies and contradictions. So it's about accepting that. And we're asking for change, but we resist change. We're asking for change, but we complain when things change. For change are going to happen anyway. So just go with the flow. Accept the change regardless of what they are. It will lead us towards freedom as we continue to cultivate love. For there is we always explore life, but there is always the return to love to bring back this understanding. For the old knowledge will not be sufficient for navigating those new times, and we have to let go of the past in order to allow this new knowledge to come in. Very soon, great truths are going to be coming up to the picture, and humanity is going to be brought to their knees. Everybody's going to be on their knees. They're not going to. Our mission is going to be to assist them to get up and rise up again. So it is important to be prepared for that, and to continue to cultivate the love. And I said not to be worrying about tomorrow's problems today. It is completely a waste of time. But when you invest in joy of tomorrow, when we invest in the happiness of tomorrow, and the freedom of tomorrow, the abundance of tomorrow, you're investing in a positive timeline. You're making the choice that you choose the way of your soul. For everything is predestined. There's the choice of the ego and the choice of the soul. The choice of the soul is the predestination. Sometimes I have these great dreams that I envision that is manifesting in my consciousness. And sometimes my ego makes a certain choice, and then my soul says, "Well, you're breaking everything down." So I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, I won't make that choice," because it is very good to follow the guidance, to follow the lines of your spirit. For the spirit and the soul know exactly what is the best possibility, and so seek counsel always. And follow your heart. The heart knows, and the mind doesn't know, but the heart knows. And so this is really what we seek to follow. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards. The highest, the past is friendship. Continue to develop the bonds of friendship. The present is acceptation. We are accepting the totality of what is who we are and where we're going. And the future is the dreams coming true. What we're working on now is healing. And the future, the result of that will be consolation. We're going to find this solace. We're going to find this peace, this bliss, this joy. We're going to find this point of freedom. And so that's going to be quite wonderful. I'm going to make a little music break, and then I'll discuss a few more ideas. I'm going to sing those two songs from the 1960s, and then at the end, and this one. A bit romantic song, goes like this. We skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels, cross the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, and the waiter brought his tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see, but I wandered through my playing card and I would not let her be one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale. It's a great song. It was Procolarum. And so I want to say that I come back from the future. I've been in the future, and I can tell you the future is bright, the future is magnificent, the future is free, the future is abundant. So go into the future, for the future has not been written yet. We're writing it each and every day, but we're choosing this timeline, and then eventually we'll be free of time. We'll be able to travel back and forth and completely free of limited memory. For memory is really what's holding us back, but memory is also what frees us when we realize the memory of our origin, of our divinity. And so love is the way out of darkness. As for this, in the future, people have realized love. Love is being manifested. And so day after day, we're creating this new timeline. We're choosing the highest with timeline. And everything is predestined. And even from quantum physics point of view, they know the particle can be directed by the consciousness and the mind, but they have a natural predilection, natural predestination. So follow this highest, invest in your future by investing in your wholeness, not in your problems, but in your happiness, in your joy, in your freedom, in your abundance. Always move forward, never move backwards. It's very important to realize that we're here to move forward and to try to seek to. I'm just offering advices and guidance. Everybody's going to do what they're going to do anyway, but to choose what your soul wants for you. For the kingdom of God will not be complete until all will have returned there. But it will take eternity for that to happen. So it's already a sphere that is already divine and so full of wonder. And so just already ask to go there, be open to go there. And you'll be able to wait for everybody else from there. And you'll return to your source, your creator. God is like a silent partner. He always stands beside you. He's always there. There's just silence. But you need to clear up your mind. You clear up your vibration before God can intervene. For God can intervene in any way, any form, any time, to any being, as whenever he wants. He's all powerful. But for me in my life, I know God will sometimes will stay silent and sometimes will intervene in the most magical way. And so, and show me things, organize things, show me that everything is well in truth because God is in charge. And so, but it's a connection I've developed for decades, and to accept, allow, to move away from the mental and to move towards the intellect, to learn to concentrate my energy rather than disperse it. And so it is all. It is all a process. It is all a process, but sometimes there is the voices of spirit that are settled when you're into public place, and there are many of those I am presence, living beings, human beings. They're always there is the many. Well, they can be in silence too. Anywhere spirits can talk to you, but utilizing the vehicles that are around, and there's those settled voices that are always letting you know that your thoughts are reflected, your intentions are reflected. They heard. Everything is being heard. Everything is understood from a spiritual point of view. The law of life, the law of this great mirror of life, is more intelligent than we are. It knows all things, but it is not in judgment. It is just a matter of reflection. It reflects us, our limitations, so that we can adjust, and it encourages us to develop our strengths and our wisdom. The highest wisdom is the message in the bottle, to be able to read all those signs, to listen to the voice within, to listen to the mirror of life, the guidance. What we need to understand is a step ahead. We have to take a few steps ahead to be ready to prepare ourselves, so we know that we're already comfortable for when the truths are going to come out. It's like the reality is going to be shattered and all this. But we have this choice: do we stick with the old you, the old me, or do I move into something new? It's like letting go of certain things. What we need to do is peace. To continue to cultivate the inner peace. And peace is only tested when there is like great deal of chaos. For when we're in peace, if in middle in a monastery, peace is easy to find. Well, not easy, but it's easier to find than when you're in the middle of a battle. It's like so. But continue to cultivate your peace. Do not ask to go into battle. Just find this inner sanctuary, and the outcome is still moving from world to world. This in between worlds is accepting to this transition, accepting that you do not know everything. Your consciousness, you're not in full consciousness, you're processing, and just be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Continue to cultivate this patience, this progressive, one step at a time. Little steps is much easier. And continue to share your stories, your point of views, rather than commenting on bugging into other people's life and making judgment and comments on everybody else. For it's the union of the brain and the heart. And eventually the brain is this amazing thing. And it's like when we reactivate all those settle, the totality of our brain, we realize it's like so amazing. There's so many, so wonderful, but only when it is fused with the heart. And if God is your essence, you're already complete, you're already whole, you're already perfect. I know that, and just accept to go through this cleansing process, regardless of temporal process. God is love. And it's also important not to investigate and search unnecessary information, unnecessary situation. For that will trap you trap us into a spider web. It's like if we go into the place that we do not, these dark places where you do not need to go, it is not your mission, it is not your path, then you feel like you go into this labyrinth, and it's like, whoa, how do I get out of there? So just let those things go where you feel it's not necessary. Cultivate your joy, your dream, your vision. And so this is basically the message I wanted to bring today. For there is no need to take anything with us in the higher plane. When we move into this light body frequency, we're going to discover a world that is so full of things we won't need any of those 3D baggages. And so, and the only thing we need to do is to continue to go within, to seek out the mystery, the secrets of the origin, of our origin, and to realize our divinity. It is quite essential. And use the violet fire everywhere, all the time. Violet fire will continue to be very powerful. It is, for all that is not love, will be transmuted back into... it is really a key. It is really transmuting and utilizing humor as well. For when there is love, it's like there's no need for humor. But when there is, sometimes there is like situation we don't know, to utilize, to be as light as possible, to utilize humor to come out of it, even self-derision. And so that's basically the message I wanted to discuss today, and to continue to follow this predestined plan, what's been predestined, and your soul. It's not me that's going to tell you where you need to go. It's like your heart will tell you where you need to go. It is it is learning to move step by step, small steps, and to follow the heart, to know that God is there. So it's like just a matter of you continue to create this relationship, this on a friendly basis. It's like a friend is your best friend in truth, and make God your best friend, and know He's always there. Even if He stays silent and He doesn't respond to anything, once you purify yourself, you will start to see, well, now He's ready to receive my energy. For God will not descend upon, He can do anything He wants. If He decides, but recognize the divine intervention, recognize the voice of God within your heart, recognize the voice of the soul and the voice of the ego, the negative and the positive, and follow the positive as much as possible. Give your power to the light within, to your own inner light. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to thank you for watching, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for your donations, for your subscriptions. I thank you very much. And we're ready to move into something completely new very, very soon. So be ready, be prepared. I'm going to finish with a song. It's another song from the 1960s, another romantic song. So it goes like this. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing these lips I am missing, and I hope that my dreams will come true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. All my loving, oh, all my loving I will send to you. Another song about love, for love is really so powerful. It comes through the arts, it comes through everything. Eventually, it's like we'll come to realize it is the only thing we want, is to discover this love of God, that everything comes from the love of God. Even the most distorted thing are a manifestation, a negative manifestation of the love of God. Very powerful. And so do not be in judgment, but focus. Remember, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. You stay in joy, you stay in happiness, and allow the divine plan to contemplate this unfoldment, and you'll see, you'll be very pleased with the result. The card of the day is the Lady of Raphael, gentle, understanding, generous, and intellectual. Do what your heart dictates. The love of home and family. Information that are worthwhile and can be trusted, that are delivered by the intellect. So the intellect eventually is the unity of the heart intelligence. The mind is really the lower mind that is really the problem. So let go of the lower mind and move into the intellect, the intelligence of the heart, and trust the intelligence of the heart that comes from within you. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.